Are you wondering how to find keywords on Pinterest in 2022? Well, you are in luck. I have updated this video tutorial for you so you know how to find keywords and use them in your Pinterest marketing strategy. Now, I am bringing you multiple different ways that you can actually find keywords using Pinterest. There is not a third-party app that I would suggest when finding keywords, so do not email me or comment down below asking if there is one, because there is not. I simply just want you to use the Pinterest search bar or the tools within Pinterest that I'm going to talk about in this video, because any other tool that would connect to Pinterest and give you actual data related to Pinterest would be scraping from their API, and that is no bueno. Unless you are API approved, which the one particular keyword tool I keep getting asked about is not API approved, I would not use it, because it can get you shut down if you are using an unauthorized tool. So just use the search bar or the other methods in this video I'm going to talk about today, and I will see you on the other side of this tutorial. So the very first way that I like to look for keywords on Pinterest is simply by using the search bar. So if we were to search for backyard pool, for example, we would type that in, and then right out of the gate now in 2022, around the time of filming this, Pinterest has reintroduced the search bubbles at the top. These were the very first iteration of Pinterest search, the guided search feature that they gave us back in 2011-12. They took that away around 2020 when they introduced the shop tab in the verified merchant program. They needed a way to let people know that there was a shop tab and an explore tab now. Now that they have integrated all of the shop within your main search results, we don't really necessarily need a dedicated shop tab anymore. So that is allowing them to bring back these bubbles at the top. Now pay attention here on the screen. The shop tab is over here on the left-hand side and profiles is over here on the right-hand side. If you drop this bar down right here, this menu, it's all pins, videos, boards, and your pins. So pay attention to that. So that's the very first way, is just by putting something in the search bar and paying attention to the search bubbles. Now these search bubbles are also what is in the autofill in a lot of cases. So here in this search bubbles, it's telling you these are different ways people are looking for backyard pool, but in the autofill, this is backyard pool landscaping. So these are directly have the phrase backyard pool in them in the search autofill feature. So they're not the same, but they're similar. Now, another way that they're not the same, but they're similar are in the shop similar and the related search bubbles here. So there's usually two of them. Shop similar will show up here, and these will be slightly different in most cases, not all cases, than what's here in the bar, what's in the bubbles, what's in the autofill, but it'll also be slightly different than what's in the related searches. So these are all the different ways that people are looking for backyard pool. Maybe it's in-ground pool. Maybe someone's searching for small backyard swimming pool. So the different ways that people search for things, or where they live in the world, they're going to refer to it in different ways. So just pay attention to the related searches, the shop similar. Your bubbles are going to be different and your autofill is going to be different. Now, I also want to introduce you to the Keywords Everywhere tool. I talk about the Keywords Everywhere tool in my Google SEO video. So when you turn this tool on, you need to hard refresh for it to actually work. And you'll see a little thing pop up here on the screen. And what this is going to do is it's going to incorporate Google search results into the Pinterest feed. So what you can do is actually, if you have keywords on Pinterest, or if you're not sure how people are searching for things on Pinterest, you can bring in Pinterest or Google keywords into Pinterest and kind of cross-pollinate them and see if they both show up in both places. So let's look at swimming pools backyard. This is a Google search term, 45 searches a month. It has a search competition of 1. So it's a pretty highly sought after keyword for the 81 people that are searching for it for the month. So if we look for swimming pools backyard and we hit enter, our autofill and everything should change. So our autofill is now coming up above ground, landscape, in ground, a lot of landscape ideas, design ideas. In the search results though, for this one, you can see that there are some search terms here or some search results here, some data related to that term for Google. So you can see, okay, this is a keyword on Pinterest that's also on Google. So you can use it in both places. Now, the only reason I bring this up, not for the purpose of using Google keywords on Pinterest or Pinterest keywords on Google, you really just want to see if they're showing up in both places and how popular they are in both places. Now, one of the downfalls of Google keywords on Pinterest is you cannot see on Pinterest how popular keywords are. You can only see the most popular ones. They're usually listed from top to bottom here. That's the consensus that Pinterest has given us. Now, what you can do is just take note of them and then go into the Ads Manager, which is the next way that I want to show you how to find keywords on Pinterest. So I'm actually going to turn off this tool because it does bother me when it's in my way. And I'm just going to say, hey, we want a consideration campaign. I'm going to say, I'm going to choose my own strategy here. And I'm going to open up the keyword search bar. I'm going to go to add keywords. And here in the keyword search bar, search for related keywords, I'm going to search for small backyard pool. And you can see here that that search term didn't necessarily come up, but it did come up in different ways. So actually it did come up here. 10,000 to 100,000 people are searching for that per month. Now this is going to vary based on the time of year. Obviously in the summer, there's going to be 100,000 searches or higher. And in the winter, there's not going to be as many searches. So this is an average of monthly searches throughout the year. And also, depending on where you live in the world, you may be searching for this where I wouldn't be. So it's also going to give you all of these other search terms related to your idea. Now, what I like to do, if you've ever purchased my Pinterest system, it is an entire spreadsheet system built out for a marketing platform. You could use it for any platform, really. Ideally, it's built out for a search engine type platform. You could take all of these search results related to this keyword search, copy and paste them into your Google Sheet for that column with the header of small backyard pool, as these are the keywords related to small backyard pool on Pinterest. You could even take it a step further and relay in all of the search volume if you wanted to. I don't do that necessarily, but that is an option for you if you wanted to do that. So again, that's my Pinterest system. If you're ever interested in storing your content, your keywords, your boards, your idea pin planning and strategy, it's all in there. Okay, there is one final way I want to talk about how you can find keywords on Pinterest, and that is inside of Pinterest Trends. Now, a lot of people get really confused about this tool and how it is used. So if you need to know how to find trends or how to use this tool, I will point you towards my Pinterest Trends video. I will link it down in the description. It is also on my Pinterest marketing playlist. So essentially in Pinterest Trends, not everything that you are looking for is going to show up here. This is the most popular things around the world, or in this case in the United States, that are popular enough that they would be put in Pinterest Trends. So let's look for small backyard pool. It is there. Small backyard pool is popular enough to be there. You can see that it is on the rise until the end of July, and that is when it starts to really tank. Because by the end of July, most people have their backyard pools settled. They have all their decor set up. They have all of their water chemicals properly balanced. They understand how to care for their pools at this point. They know what plants they can put around their swimming pools. I have a swimming pool in my backyard, if you cannot tell. I am a bit of an expert in this topic. By the end of July, though, most people are done thinking about their pools. Everything in their life is settled. And then on the downward slide, that particular search term goes. You can see all the rest of them are taking a very similar trend as well. The great part about this tool is it does tell you these are the related trends. These are also the related keywords that people are using. Now, if you were to pop yourself into the search result, which we already have done, it's going to give you those bubbles across the top again. And then you can again scroll, find the shop similar. You can see this shop similar section is very big, very much larger than the last one. And then the related section here. And that is it. Those are the different ways that you can look for keywords on Pinterest. You can use Pinterest trends, you can use the search bar, there's keywords in the related searches, the shop similar. There's the new feature, which is highly visible in the home decor and fashion spaces, as well as beauty. I forgot to mention that. Fashion, beauty, home decor. That shop styles section are additional ways that you can target keywords on Pinterest, as well as Pinterest trends and the Ads Manager keyword tool. They are all still highly relevant in 2022. And to throw in a little bonus, I also talked briefly about the Keywords Everywhere tool. Keywords Everywhere is my favorite tool for keyword research on Google. It is also the most affordable, and it pulls data from the keyword planner that Google has created for everyone to use for free. So no need to pay $99 a month for Ahrefs or even more for SEMrush when you can use Keyword Planner, find your Google keywords, and cross-pollinate them to Pinterest if you are unsure how people are looking for things over here. If you have any questions, comment down below and let me know. Otherwise, head on over here and watch these Pinterest marketing tutorials, and I'll see you next week.